don't know, Cutz. Hey yo, y'all already know it's me. Back with the tea in the Clubhouse streets. You know we give you that good, clean content. This right here, we got an exclusive one-on-one with Big Chuck of Death of the Cloud Chaser TV at Cuban Link. So he pulls up on Big Chuck, and basically they have a one-on-one conversation about everything that's been going on lately in the industry, in the Clubhouse, like all of this, the news, the blogs, everything. He just basically giving his reaction. You know, he reacts to Wack 100 and this Fat Joe and Big Pun situation. They bring up Brim, ChinaMac comes up in the conversation. We even got some reaction on Taxstone. And then I want to say Gangsta Lou. But we gonna go ahead and hop into this audio for that good clean tea and that exclusive content in real time. You already know. Subscribe to the channel and tap the bell. Don't forget to comment and let me know what you think. Oh, and by the way, you can also follow Big Chuck on Clubhouse, Death of the Cloud Chaser. You can follow Death of the Cloud Chaser, subscribe to the YouTube, and find them on all social media platforms. All right, gang, let's get to it.
Is you heard these particular stories when it comes down to Fat Joe being in tune with Big Pun's family. Okay, so like give us a story, because I know like at the end of the day, I know you had some situations when it came to Fat Joe. If you want to elaborate on that real quick so people can have some type of, they won't be like fooled. They know that you guys have a prior history.
Man, come on, man. I've been voicing my voice for 23 years, man. And since the social media has been out there, y'all heard about the controversy between me and Joe. And from me, my personal side with him, about the fight, the scars in my face, saying the me leaving the Terror Squad label, saying, and after that, the blackballing that's been going on with him, the Nori, saying, I don't know if y'all covered that story with Nori coming out and saying he could never interview me because of Fat Joe. So is Math. He's leading the same path. Like, he's trying to make up shit with the paperwork and all that. When the paperwork story's already been out there. It's on YouTube. Y'all can go find it. Where it leads to the fact that it should have been definitely a spotlight on it, and niggas should have checked it. And it came out the way it came out, but it wasn't me who put it out. So at the end of the day, it's like all these negative tags been put on me, and it's like deliberately, like niggas, the truth is there, and niggas is ignoring it. And this is another example. Like, then it takes this long for the rumor to really for him to find the truth as far as like what's going on. And what I was saying when me and Wack went back and forth, and we talked about Joe. He was dominantly just, like taking Joe's side, or he was playing devil's advocate or something. And he was more on Joe's side than mine. And he let a lot of people believe that I was wrong in my truth. And it's good to hear that he went, investigate or try to do deals with, whatever in the backside with the Rios family. He just found out the deepness of it, and the power that Joe has when it comes to these labels. I mean, from him stealing money from us from the Terror Squad days when he got the deal with Atlantic, $10 million. He gave us fucking 10 G's, 15 G's. He gave the whole group 55,000. That's 5 of us. Including Pun.
Right. Let me ask you a question though. Like, this is a big question. Like, at the end of the day, do you think that a lot of people think that you guys was paid well when it came to y'all dealings with Terror Squad? You think that's what the perception is going on inside of hip hop? Because people still stand with Fat Joe, and they never had these type of accusations on them when it comes to, like, say the things that people say about Puffy.
Well, he suppresses
different.
he suppressed that. I mean, it's not like I said, like he's a good snake, man. He knows how to play. He's the king cobra. Bottom line, you know what I'm saying? That nigga know how to cover them tracks up. He knows how to buy people off. He knows how to keep his name in a good light. He gives charity and fucking movies. You know what I'm saying? Them super villains and shit. But you see the background of it where niggas go and do like good things for the people to see, or they act like it's a good thing. Giving money to the schools and getting little fucking computers and putting money in, you know what I'm saying, supporting the cops and shit, like the division of the department, so he could get that badge and shit, so he could get, you know what I'm saying, get a little leniency if he do get caught. So he covers his tracks real good. And then behind the scenes, when it comes to like his people, supposed to be his people, which is the hood and people that come in out of the same situation he comes from, and he doesn't, he keeps them to where they don't come out through him, or he has nothing to do with it. Then he try to block you. He ain't trying to see you come up, because you know what I'm saying, he wants to be the one. He wants to be the main nigga. So in that aspect, it's not too many people. But if you really look and and some people are scared. I ain't gonna front. Some niggas are scared to even tackle that. That's why even Wack said, "Yeah, I never want to talk about it," because he was telling me, that, same kind of things like that. He was doing that to me. Like, he didn't really want to talk about too much bad things about Joe. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what it was. Was it fear? Was it, what I'm saying, they hear about it for real? But I know. Believe me, I know. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I spoke about it. I could go check all the fucking the history on me. I was the oddball when I should have been the one that y'all should have been listening to. Fuck, I need to really stab my brother in the back if he's supposed to be my brother and say some foul shit. I've never been that type of nigga. No publicity stunt nigga. No, trying to do this to sell this. Never. So then I got on the show because I had to confront that. I didn't even know who Wack 100 was. To tell you the truth, and I knew some Death Row players back in the days and stuff, but I didn't never meet him. And I went to the West Coast mad times. I never seen him, met him, or whatever. Then I found out he was Game's, manager, like new manager, really, because Jimmy Hampton was actually managing the game, and we confronted each other on Clubhouse, you know what I'm saying? And I got jumped and shit all the time. And I'm over here trying to play the nice guy. See if y'all niggas, it's the phone. It's not like we live and niggas can feel the vibe, like, you know what I'm saying, looking in each other's eyes and really have a little kind of respect. The phone is extra. It's like back in the days when you're a little shorty, calling up prank calls. So it's more of that shit. I felt that way about Clubhouse. Because that's what was happening to me. Every time I talking and shit, niggas come out with disrespect, saying other stupid shit and niggas lying and shit. I was like, you know what? And I got jumped a little few times. And I just said, you know what? Let me stop with this Clubhouse shit because they getting me mad. They getting me my feelings sometimes. So now I'm back. I just, like I said, I seen this shit on YouTube and I said, damn, the only place I can find Wack is fucking Clubhouse. You know what I'm saying? I was talking to my man. He said, yeah, go on Clubhouse. I said, fuck it, let me go. And I fucking bump into your room, the fucking death of a cloud chaser. And this is how we're doing it.
Salute. And was you able to have a conversation with him when you did come on Clubhouse?
Yeah, we fucking argue. We argued for a good 3-4 months. You know what I'm saying? Back and forth, me trying to tell that nigga my story, the fight part. You know what I'm saying? The Jimmy's Cafe when it happened. I told Wack everything that needed to be told to him. I expressed my feelings. I expressed who the fuck I was, and we got to know each other through that. It was on a medium because I knew. In a back channel, he would hit me up, be like, "Yo, I'm doing this because this is entertainment and all that." But at the end of the day, no personal shit. I was like, "No doubt, my nigga, I understand. I've been in the business long enough. Well, I know, you're just doing it for certain things. But let's not go to the like tell lies about me and shit. Like if it's real, I have no problem like tackling it and saying what I feel about it. But if it's a lie, I can't fuck with that. You know what I'm saying? Of course, that's gonna get anybody mad if you got any dignity or honor. You know what I'm saying? Nigga telling a lie on you, you gonna have to, step up and tell the truth or whatever, and defend your name. So that's what I was doing. But it became like a shit show where everybody's just, like jumping on the bandwagon and just going with the funny, or, wrong fucking outcome on it. So I just left it alone with that part. But I've been still in a good fight, still in a good fight as far as like for the truth and repping my brother, Big Pun, and repping the Rios family and repping
Oh
myself.
shit, that's Cuban link.
Yo,
Holy
salute.
shit.
Hey, hold on, family. Yo, salute,
Okay.
salute.
Yeah,
Salute. We
so
not
that,
taking any questions just yet, bro. We gonna let you get to it. But so with that being said, we do a quick reset. Like y'all follow the club, y'all follow us on Instagram as well as YouTube. Death for the Cloud Chaser. Definitely getting the business clear. We got some more questions for Cuban links. If y'all got some questions, go ahead and drop them in the comments. We're gonna try to get them asked. But salute, share this content on Facebook and Twitter with a hashtag. Y'all know what to do. But let's get back to it, bro. I got a question for you. When it comes down to how you think Fat Joe gonna act towards Wack 100 now that he's teaming up with Pun Family?
I made a joke about it. I told that nigga after he called me up on FaceTime that I seen him. He was with Liza in the actual office. He was in the office. He was doing some business. And he had her in the background. And she said hi. And I said, what's up? And I was like, okay, I believe him now. I told him, oh, shit. I said, you better be careful, nigga. Joe gonna fuck you up now. Joe gonna try to fuck you up, nigga. Hey, he said, get the fuck out of here. We hung up. But yeah, that nigga mad. That nigga Joe mad. He definitely gonna get mad at that. He gonna try to, he gonna try to definitely put his power behind it to make sure Wack understands. I mean, that's up to Wack though. But I told him, I've been going through my shit, and ain't no fear here. Ain't never been no fear here. The only thing that I feel that he's doing, he's cheating because, he got those people in high places. They could stop, you know what I'm saying, my music, and they could stop a lot of things as far as my business. But I don't give two motherfucking fucks about that when it comes to the truth and what I stand for and what my peoples are going through and what they stand for. Because at the end of the day, it's going to be a slow death if you let them. If you let them, they're going to slow you. They're going to rock you to death, man. They're going to rock you slowly to death. With all that, yeah, whatever, you know what I'm saying? They're going to throw that poison behind your back. So might as well do that shit in the front. Do that shit where everybody can see, motherfucker. Stop behind your hand. And that's what it is with me. You know what I'm saying? If the niggas just, if they had some integrity about themselves, they could just admit it. And when admit it, man, and do the right thing. Because at the end of the day, that's what I want niggas to do. Do the right thing. You know what I'm saying? And don't say, some things that you do as far as like you're doing something good for
Here
somebody
goes
and you're
no
not doing it.
cut.
You lying. You capping all day, nigga. Joey, fucking cap. Turn that fucking cap back, back to the normal size, straight up ahead, man. Stop being fucking snake, hitting niggas from the back and shit like that. That's all I'm voicing my opinion about.
Right. And then with the whole situation, like you being from New York, bro, and a lot of people will say that Wack 100 is targeting people from New York, whether it's the guys that's from the streets or the entertainers. Like one of the situations that happened more recently is Mano versus Wack 100. Like, have you heard about that situation, and what's your thoughts?
I heard about the Mano situation but I haven't really tuned into the to him and Mano and Wack situation too much. I don't know what he was saying. I mean, the Troy Ave. I don't know what Wack
Right,
stands.
the Troy Ave, like
Yeah,
basically Wack 100. He had said some things about Troy Ave. He said that he was basically a rat. And then when Wolf from the Facto podcast as well as Tripe Gangster came on the app and they had spoke to Wack 100 and I guess he changed his thoughts. So he started being pro Troy Ave and Mano had put up a video in regards to Troy Ave saying that he had his chain for come 7 years, May 25th. That's actually when not Troy Ave, but Taxstone will get sentenced. For the whole situation that happened at Irving Plaza. That's an update for y'all, family. May 25th, the same day that it happened. But so he basically had this chain for like 7 years, and Wack seen it, so he went online and he said that, from this post that Mano had put up after the situation was saying like, he rocks with Troy Ave and, they need to stand united, and on this video, more recently, he said that he been holding this chain for 7 years. Just if Troy Ave try to act funny or do
yeah,
anything that'll go against his brand. So Wack 100 pretty much responded on that situation and said that, that wasn't real. And, but here's my thing though. Even with that being said, like, I know Wack 100 been the guy that been on Clubhouse and all through social media saying that he don't want people speaking on California business. And him jumping into New York business is like, is he a public figure? Is he a blogger? Or is he the business guy? Like, I'm trying to find out what is he. But I want you to just chime in on all what I just said, though. Salute.
Oh man, that's typical Wack. That's typical Wack. But that situation there, like, that's somebody died on that. You know what I'm saying? So rest in peace to Banger. And I mean, when you see I don't know that like Mano just came out and he also said that he was there and he saw Troy Ave being the aggressor. You know what I'm saying? Like he was in there like looking for a problem, and Taxstone just did what he did, whatever. He trying to say more like Taxstone was doing what he was supposed to do or trying to protect himself and all of that. You know what I'm saying, on that angle. But I mean, listen, how it happened or whatever, I think it was unnecessary. I just think it was unnecessary for all that to happen over some computer beef. You know what I'm saying? Because it's really computer beef, different opinions. He feel this way about him, and you're not tough and all this shit, and it's like that all that shit, and nigga, somebody died for that. That shit is whack. The after effects of it. You know what I'm saying? Who had the gun? You know what I'm saying? Who had the gun? Who got in that club with that gun? It's the club's fault for letting that nigga in with the gun. And it's also, you know what I'm saying? It's also a situation where this nigga Troy Ave didn't have no weapons. And you know what I'm saying? Whether he got out, I mean, I don't know, but if that's the case, I wouldn't probably shot out my way out of there unless I'm hitting the right people, or I'd have been a little more, um, more intricate with my shot. You know what I'm saying?
Well, look, Cuban Links. I don't know if you're familiar with this, but Troy Ave, he actually took the stand and allegedly, as far as what they were saying in this court hearing, during one of these days, shout out to BBN Network, Jack Frost, he was covering it day by day, and they said basically that they was going to do a reduction on Troy Ave sentencing as far as the guns that he was caught, and they was going to give him a year, for his testimony inside this trial that took place with Taxstone.
Yeah. I mean, that's I mean, they got the cameras. I don't think you even have to take the stands, but that's a situation. That's like one of the millions, man. Like the 1 in a million situation where
Here, dog,
it's
no
crazy because
cut.
like you got to put yourself in that situation where what I'm saying, you didn't have a gun and all that. And you get it from the actual person who was shooting the gun, who brung the gun in, because he lost it somehow, and you shoot your way out of there, for safety, and then you know I don't know. I don't even. I mean, testifying, of course, that's wrong. That's wrong from the world we come from. But to the majority of you, a law-abiding citizen, in that type of sense, you did the right thing, and you was in the right to do that. That's self-defense. But we don't play with them rules where we come from. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, can't eat your cake and eat it too when it comes to that, to that level. You're supposed to. What we believe is that you're supposed to do what you need to do. Don't testify, and you got to plead the fifth on that, man. You got just show, you got the camera. Fuck out of here. Don't put me on the stand. You got the camera. You see what happened. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, like, you don't have to testify, I don't think. But it's one of those situations, and then to really find out the motive of it, the beginning, how it started, and what happened really in that club. That's the main thing when it comes to us. Like, we want to know, more like what the fuck it is. Because if niggas was the aggressors, I understand it's just fist and shit. Niggas catch a beat down, whatever. You know what I'm saying? That would have been that type of situation. But to bring a gun inside and then that shit transpiring when somebody dies, that's crazy. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? And nigga, the law is the law, man. We live in a world where of course, we got underground laws and we got, above ground laws. And above ground laws, when you get caught up like that, I mean, it's a fine line. It's a fine line, you know. But it's something that I don't have nothing to say, but just like, damn, it's crazy. It's crazy because even if it's a situation like that, shit, and I'm holding down my brother, and that happens, and I get caught up in a situation like that, man. You got no wins, man. It's a situation where you got no wins. It's just don't look for trouble like that, man. You don't. I mean, I don't know why the fuck Troy Ave went over there. Maybe what I'm saying, to that place as far as like knowing that dude was gonna be there, or maybe he didn't know. See, I don't know the intricate parts about it, man, the inside story. So I don't want to comment on it and say something wrong with it
Right.
because I know a lot of people that what I'm saying. I don't know. I didn't know Banger like that, but I feel for the brother. You know what I'm saying, and his family. I knew people that knew him. You know what I'm saying, and I respect that. And
Salute.
Taxstone, I didn't know. I didn't know Taxstone. But he looked like a troublemaker the way he was moving a little bit with certain people. He did. I mean, to the rest of the world when he was, you know what I'm saying, the way he was coming off in his blogs and stuff.
On social media.
Yep. So he looks like he was in
So
the wrong.
let me ask you a question though. Salute. Definitely appreciate you being here. Again, shout out your social media one more time for everybody, brother.
I'm at CubanLinkCLK.com. That's my IG. Felix Cuban Link Delgado. That's my Facebook and Twitter. Same thing. Cuban Link CLK. That's where I'll be at.
Right, and
I
y'all
got
go
new
ahead and
music. I got new
subscribe
music.
to this channel. Share this on Facebook and Twitter for us with a hashtag. Y'all know what's going on, man. Exclusive. But when it comes down to it, I want to ask you a couple of questions. So like even with that situation, you had Tribe Gangster. He came out and he spoke on a guy by the name of ChinaMac. I'm not sure if you familiar with ChinaMac?
Yeah. I'm
Okay.
very familiar with Finding ChinaMac from back in the
So
days. He probably don't even know what I am.
yeah, tell me how you familiar with ChinaMac.
Oh man, ChinaMac. I knew of ChinaMac. Let me put it like this. From back in the days, I used to be in Lower East Side, and you know, was working with certain guys from out there, a little Chinese dude out there, um, and he with my more people, Pirate Recordings, and it was a situation where he shot. Remember, he did his time and he shot somebody in a club. It was my man. That's my man Johnny's club. Saying that happened. And so, I heard the story. I was behind the scenes with that, as far as like finding out, because the actual artist that he shot, he was hanging out with Jen. You know what I'm saying? So Jen, Jen, I guess he had a problem with Jen. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the problem was, you know what I'm saying, where he jelly, you know what I'm saying, because Jen was getting the coverage with Rough Riders, and he was the only Chinese dude that was really out there, and he didn't respect them. You know what I'm saying? He didn't respect that, so he had a problem with Jen, but he shot other men.
Here dog
You know what I'm
no
saying? Other men,
cuss.
my other boy was actually recording in my studio. He was doing a song together. So after the fact, like he got, my man got shot and all that shit and all of that. We went to have a little meeting and shit between the Rough Riders and the niggas who owned the club and shit. You know what I'm saying? We had the meeting in there and we was talking about ChinaMac. He was like 18 at the time. He was on a run. That's when he was on a run. And we was talking about what happened and all of that and who ChinaMac was as far as the street. You know what I'm saying? His street record was he was one of them vandals. He was really, thugging it out as a shorty and all of that. And but yeah, then he did his time and all of that. And I seen him when he did the blog when he came out of jail. He was on the right path and all that. So I was kind of proud of him and all of that. Him and Jen put the beef aside, and he was able to move on with his life. But I respect China on that level. You know
So
what I'm saying?
like when it comes to the whole Troy Ave situation, and we just spoke on that, and you gave your thoughts. But Tribe Gangster, he had pretty much came on the platform, definitely cloud chasing. He had said that he had smacked the shit out of ChinaMac in regards to ChinaMac inserting himself inside that whole situation when it comes to Taxstone and Troy Ave. He even went at Math Hoffa saying that Math Hoffa shouldn't have interviewed Troy Ave because he thinks he's a rat. But later on, you see where it's a situation where Troy Ave, well, not Troy Ave, but Mano went on live with Wack 100 and ChinaMac, and they had a back and forth. And, everybody knows that Wack 100 is pro Troy Ave, so it just don't make no sense. Like, what's your thoughts on that?
That's when you choose sides, man. You choose sides. I mean, when you force to choose sides, um, that's what happens, man. I mean, I wouldn't, like I said, man, when it's personal like that and I had nothing to do with me, I just let it be where it's like, yo, that's a sticky situation. Somebody died, man. Especially Trife. That's his brother. That's blood brother. Come on now. You know what I'm saying? That's you're gonna go against the world for that. You're gonna go. I don't give a fuck if you're wrong, right? It's a certain way to do it, but he has every right to feel the way he do it. You know what I'm saying? He got the right to do it because that's some. You know, when you lose somebody like that, come on, man. That's I'd rather not even get into that situation where I even speak on things like that, even though they're public and things like that. But you got to know that you're gonna have that comes with repercussions. People that love them, love the, somebody that died, family of that person. So it's
Right.
like, ChinaMac. I mean, he's a blogger, but damn, you gotta have a line too. Like you gotta know what you're saying and who what side you're picking when you're doing it, and you gotta be ready for the aftermath because you know, uh, like I said, man, that love turns to that shit could be hateful at the end of the day to
So
certain people.
so like speaking on sides, this is exclusive. We already put the video up, but y'all can go ahead and check that link. But when it comes down to ChinaMac and La Brim and Wack 100, so La Brim, he heard some audio that was on Clubhouse. Somebody tapped him in. Now he's serving time in a federal prison right now, I believe in California. And he came on social media and chimed in and said basically, people need to put Wack 100 in his place and pull up. He said pull up his drawers, pull up his panties because he's making the culture look bad. And with that being said, like that person, La Brim, is cool with ChinaMac. So even La Brim was on this particular audio saying like how he messed with ChinaMac, he loves him and hold off on ChinaMac. Now he also said that in the audio he wanted ChinaMac to address Wack 100 and tell him like, look, stop playing with my name. Tell him that you cool with me, La Brim. That's La Brim speaking.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess it didn't happen in the past 24 hours. So La Brim put up a post and he said something what you just said about picking sides. So he put up a post. Let me read the post for you. The post says, no matter what, me and my brother have disagreements on. Hold on, that's not it. My bad. That's another one. It says, free at La Brim, at ChinaMac. Ain't reposting this though. Question mark. Yes, he's showing what side he on. And this is a repost that La Brim put up on his Instagram story. So a
Here
lot of people
goes
going with
no
the thought
cut.
that it's safe to say that La Brim is thinking that ChinaMac chose a side. And we was just speaking on choosing sides. Like, are you familiar with La Brim?
Yeah, I heard about him. I don't know him, but I heard about it. I heard ChinaMac real close with him. I heard people talking about him.
Right. So how you think that situation gonna play out? Like when it comes to it maybe. See, I'm not saying that ChinaMac he possibly hit Wack 100 up behind the scenes maybe and spoke to him in regards to that situation. Because like I said on the video, see they went from saying that La Brim was a rat 24 hours ago to now that particular side is saying that La Brim is a stand-up dude. So maybe they did have that conversation. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's a lot of things that go behind the scenes, like with me and Wack. You know what I'm saying? Like me and Wack, like we got into arguments and heated debates and shit on the channel, and you know what I'm saying, everybody, you know what I'm saying, was getting heated and probably taking it for real. But behind the scenes, it's like I know. He hit me up. He hit me up in the back channel and expressed himself, you know what I'm saying, accordingly of this entertainment business. And, this is that, this is this. It's not that serious when it comes to being personal. So I understood it because I've been in the game, you know what I'm saying? So I understood that. But it's a fine line, though. You know what I'm saying? We fucking with the streets. So, niggas don't understand that. Niggas think, me, I'm mostly all fucking real when I talk. You know what I'm saying? But I understand also that side. You know what I'm saying? When you want to go into the Wendy Williams category and you want to stir shit up and be, you know what I'm saying, just have that kind of podium, you know what I'm saying, where you attract that kind of traffic. And it's dangerous if it could get dangerous and it's been shown. Troy Ave and fucking and Taxstone, you know what I'm saying? If you don't got that understanding behind the scenes of what's going on, it could be really dangerous. You know what I'm saying? People putting out, you know what I'm saying, some wrong information sometimes out there. And, you know, this is, rats could be not rats sometimes. And not rats could be labeled as rats sometimes if you don't know the truth. You know what I'm saying? And people just be playing a lot with that a lot. You know what I'm saying? So I don't like to comment if I don't know the facts. That's the only thing. So I mean, listen, if niggas can smarten up, man, and if they got it down pat where, you know what I'm saying, that loyalty's there and everybody's in cahoots, whatever, then it's a big novella. It's a big soap opera to, you know, between them. But the world might be thinking that it's real. So other things can happen in the real world, you know, where everybody's believing what's going on and it's not like that. So it's very dangerous, man. Very.
Yo, just moving on to some Fat Joe questions. Like when it comes down to Fat Joe, do you think that it's possible that you've been blackballed in the industry? How do you feel about that?
Oh fuck!
Like looking back at your career.
Let me see. Let me count. Of fucking course, I've been blackballed, my nigga. What the fuck is going on here? Yes, but it's not a crutch for me to hold on. It's playing out like after fucking 23 years. It's coming out, playing out. There's many fucking forms of examples that have been shown. I point out to y'all. And at the end of the day, if y'all don't see that, then I don't know what the fuck kind of shades or fucking context niggas is wearing. Because it's like it's right there. Like it's not even a question anymore. But what we gonna do about it? Like, at the end of the day, all I could do is be an artist, unless I want to do what the fuck, what the hood taught me to do, which I do it, but I don't look for it or whatever. Try not, to be a motherfucking, righteous brother. But at the end of the day, all I could do is use my tongue as the gun and needs to shoot these motherfuckers in the head. You know what I'm saying? And make way for the truth to come out. And at the same time, be creative and be lyrical and be a poet, be a fucking, you know what I'm saying, what I was born to be. And get good music to the people. That's it, man. And keep it righteous at the end of the day. Let people enjoy my music and all that I'm made out to be. So that's what I could do. But if people don't want to see shit, and if other people see the thing about this shit, this whole entertainment shit is niggas get paid, man. Niggas get paid to do whatever, narrative. Nowadays is the narrative that counts for the moment. And they don't even pay attention to the truth anymore. And that's what I got a problem with. It's like, besides all the fucking, you can sell records, you can be,
Here goes no
a
cut.
fucking, um, as far as like, this supposed to be about music, the talent, and the talent, and of course the stand up of an individual that stands behind his work. And it's been switched where niggas come, like media, like when you in that label and they got the street team, they marketing, the artist, the product, and it's how they market the product. Nowadays, motherfuckers be the foulest things on earth, and they get marketed just like political campaigns. Niggas that lie about each other, niggas, how many lies, and then they dig up facts about fucking the next, like the opponent, and then one of them niggas gonna get fucking elected to be president, but you still, that means that all of the narratives that there was like arguing back and forth, were they lies or were they truth, just to stay in the nigga character so you could win. So that's got to be regulated somehow, man. Where
So look,
niggas
I
can't
got
just
it.
say anything. They say
Mm-hmm.
anything. You know what I'm saying? They say anything just to win. You can't just say anything to win, man. You gotta, be held accountable for shit you say, and that's what thing it is. You have to police this shit better.
Salute. So, like, I heard of these things, like when it came to Nori, like Nori speaking on these doors. Like he said, it was a few doors you can choose. Have you ever encountered these doors?
The doors. No open doors, please. Oh man, the fucking doors. My nigga, the door is right there. They showed you what the fuck the door is that door you walk in, or it compromises your morals. You know what I'm saying? That's the doors that we talking about, really. That motherfucker you see Nori shouting out from the bottom, you know what I'm saying? How humble he is, what is his motive, the realness of his MCing, and the roots of everything. He's for the people. And then you see him on Drink Champs acting like a whole different nigga. Not him being blackballed back in the days was a thing that he was speaking up against. Now he see a nigga like me getting blackballed for years before him, and he gets to a certain kind of podium where he could voice it out and stand up for the rights. You know what I'm saying? Of the niggas that against the niggas that blackball the blackballers. to help him out, and he goes over there. He plays the same role as the nigga who used to blackball him. So he takes the sides of the enemy when it comes to niggas like me. Like at the end of the day, he's supposed to be somebody speaking up on my behalf for the blackball for the blackballees, the ones getting blackballed, and he gets to a certain podium where he can help, and actually, he gets the money. He walks into the door, and he turns his whole fucking moral capacity around. He joins the team. I guess to him, that's winning. That's an up there. Instead of the ones in the bottom that he was trying to help from the beginning. That's the doors. That's basically the door that we all talking about. Now,
Right.
what he had
Go
to
ahead.
do to get inside the door, I don't know if the booty hole was touched. I don't know if the fucking, they gave him enough money to erase those memories. I don't know what happened, but shit like that happens definitely behind closed doors. I'm not saying Dory took any booty hole touching, but as far as the money, you can see what the money did. The money definitely is a factor of him changing and becoming the bougie type nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And when it comes down to it, you have different situations with different artists. Some of them, as far as conspiracy on YouTube and different social media platforms, some of the great artists that died, early, under 40 years old, under 50, under 30, under 20, and a lot of times they think that these things be sacrifices. Like, what's your input on, do you think it's some sort of industry sacrifice when it comes down to being in this industry and being successful?
The main sacrifice is about the morals, money, buying your morals, money turning you into one of these crazy little fucking demons. Uh, Somebody will make you lie. You know what I'm saying? You're doing something wrong, but that your ethics should tell you that. That's the only thing. I mean, as far as like the devil and when it comes to spiritual shit happening, of course, man. I mean, we humans. Humans always. I mean, it's always gonna be three sides to a human: with the spiritual, mental, and body, physical. You know what I'm saying? So all those things going. You rocking with all those things through everything, every adventure in your life. Whether you're in entertainment, whether you're in regular back the field, whatever you do. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be those three sides to that.
Here goes
And
no cut.
when you get bought off, you know what I'm saying? The spiritual side get bought off too. It's not like you could, you know what I'm saying? Your physical side is one thing, but your spiritual side and your mental, your thinking could be changed by the devil when he offers you something that you probably really want. And sometimes those sacrifices are done. You know, I believe that. You know, the Illuminati shit. I believe it definitely is a Cubanati when it comes to me. You know what I'm saying? I guarantee you there's fucking a group of motherfuckers that just hate because they want to hate because they love Joe. They want to lick balls and they want, you know what I'm saying, just give them, they want Joe to give them the helping hand to put them in a better, according social status to them. They're willing to sell their soul and hate whoever. Hate me for the fact that I'm the enemy and Joe told them to go against me because, he could make their dreams come true. That's what it is. Is when you get a group of people with, with one motive and it's usually a negative motive to try to get up in the world. Say use another and just to hate on the next person, so they could make the wrong nigga look right. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. That's the sacrifice they do. So I believe in that. In the industries, that shit happens all day from back in the days. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker don't like the way you look. That jealousy right there. If he got power, he could pay a motherfucking group of motherfuckers to hate you. That's how it goes. Um, But yeah, I'm against all that shit. You know what I'm saying? I believe in the truth. I believe the truth will win all over that shit. The talent, God given, the God given talent uh, could definitely break through all of that shit at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? That's just my thought.
We hate to see y'all niggas beefing Cuban. We grew up to y'all niggas, man. Y'all like the X-Men.
I know, man. I feel that y'all hate it. I know that. Most people do hate it. But you gotta put yourself in my shoes, man. You gotta see I tried. Believe me, I tried. I tried. I'm not saying I'm perfect. I know I tried, but you could try it, but so much with a snake, man. And sorry to even say it like that. I don't want you to even take. take this and be like, yo, let me hate Joe because Cuban said they hate Joe. No, nigga. If I tell you what the fuck I saw and what I've been through because of the underhanded shit that this nigga done, nigga, you know what I'm saying?
Yo,
But it's true. I can't
yo,
fucking
Q.
lie to y'all. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. You know what I'm saying? And this is not for a publicity stunt. It's not to be for pity and be like, yo, man, it's not for that. This is true facts. You know what I'm saying? It's just I say it the way I'm saying it because that's the only way I know how to say it, man. This is the Cuban
Yo,
language. Whether I
yo. When's
laugh
the
at
last
you,
time you talked to Tony Sunshine?
last time, man, I wish there was a time when he got slapped with 3 cots in his face. That was, you know, the last time was when he was. That was a joke, but not really a joke. That happened, but the last time was when I tried to reconcile with him. He was caught up in doing some dope and shit in the hood. You know what I'm saying? He was doing really bad with the drugs and shit. So I went over there. The streets put me back with him. You know what I'm saying? I was going to give him that love. I was going to give him that Cuban love, that tough love. You know what I'm saying? Put him in the fucking hospital for a little bit so he could understand. You know what I'm saying? That I still love him, but instead, we made a. I went to reconcile things. You know, hear him out and to really do some music with him because he was talented. You know what I'm saying? He was talented. In my mind, in the hood's mind, that we could still get back together when Joe left him. You know what I'm saying? Joe had left him and he got lost in the drugs and all of that. So we was working on things and he was OD in the fucking bathrooms and barbershop bathrooms and he was on it bad. He had that monkey on his back like that. So
Damn.
I tried. Like I tried again. Next thing you know, he goes to the rehab. Uh, he gets cleaned up and next thing you know, he's back with Joe. He's back with Joe. He fucking, his bottom bitch. So at the end of the day, he's like, he starts talking shit about me. Then he goes back to Joe after he's not on fucking drug no more. He starts talking about me. So I'm like, look at this motherfucker. The nerve of this nigga. Look at this. So that's the second and last time I even tried because I played myself for not giving him the tough love and listening to the other niggas to do this business thing, man. And I know it was the personal was before the business with him because he was my little nigga one time. He did me funny type of thing. So at the end of the day, it's like I sort of play myself, but that's what I get. You know what I'm saying? By having mercy on niggas, and I shouldn't have did that. But it is what it is, and now he will
Here
never get
goes
another chance
no
like
cuts.
at that again, at a friendship again. So he chose his sides, man. Sometimes we gotta just know niggas are gonna show you who they are and believe them. You gotta believe them because they, you know what I'm saying. You can't make them what you think about them in your mind or how good they are in your mind. Or they got a little good to them, and you're trying to bring the good out of them. Not fuck all that. Like that's done with me. You know what I'm
Yo,
saying? So
so
I'm concentrating on me. That's it.
if I got Pistol Pete in here right now, what would you say to him?
I don't have to say nothing. I let him say what he need to say. Ain't no personal with Pete. Pete is the nigga that, yeah, I know him. I know him. He chose that side. And just like the rest of the motherfuckers, if you rolling with them, you gotta show your loyalty to them. So sometimes you're gonna say, well, not me, I won't do that. I won't just start talking shit about a nigga just because, you know what I'm saying, he's on the next side. But I'll get down for my man. If I see him personally, of course, we getting down. But as far as like talking trash about a nigga I don't know like that, or I really like, just for the next nigga, I won't do that. But he's that type of nigga. So he says I'm against, I'm not with them, so fuck me. So it's fuck him 3,000 times on top of that. That's just me, you know?
Damn, bro. AJ, Hocus, y'all want to say something? I see y'all mic open.
Nah, my mic ain't open. What's good though, Q? This whole
What up, baby? What's going on, folks?
everything good. I'm in the city right now. I Q, Q, my brother. Y'all already know Bang Bang Boogie for life.
Bang,
Like
bang.
somebody said earlier, I think that would be like one of the biggest things in hip hop history if they was to dead it. But I know Cuban personally, guy. Like I know where his mindset is at. But I think the world would love to see that shit. Yeah, bring. I just turned 40 this week. The way I think now versus 15 years ago when we started Bang Bang Boogie is totally different, bro. So I'm a preach peace, and hopefully one day that you and Joe can sit down and really mesh that shit, bro. Real talk.
No doubt, no doubt, man. And this is coming from somebody who, at the same time, Hocus, when we was in Bang Bang Boogie, he took my side. And he was going hard with me. And I told him, him and P.O., God bless P.O., You know what I'm saying? I told Hope, yo, I appreciate y'all niggas taking my side, but you already know what I'm on. Like, and they understood, but they felt that type of energy because they saw certain things. So, they just spoke out for the hood. It wasn't really personal to them. To me, it was always personal. But you know what I'm saying? That's just me. That's just something that I know I've been through before them, and I appreciated the fact that they was rocking with me as hard as they was rocking with me. But it's music. At the end of the day, Hoka's got his own gift when it comes to that. He's dope at what he does, and we always got different stories. Like he was able to mend his relationship with Joe. And you know what I'm saying? I look for him from afar, and I'm a little disappointed. I can't lie, but it's just like I know Hocus. I know him. I know the brother like personally, and I know me and his relationship really has nothing to do with Joe. You know what I'm saying? As far as like how I know him, and he knows me. He knows what my core values are, and I know his. So he's still a good brother to me, and I got nothing but love, and I'm proud of what he's done with his life after he got caught in a real situation with the court system. So I appreciate that, and but even Hocus, I would have to ask you, like, you see how y'all made like you and Joe got to be in a playing field where it's like y'all respect each other and y'all could talk back and forth with each other. Why he hasn't ever reached out to me though? See, my view of that is because he definitely loves to divide and conquer. He'll go to niggas around me, and if they real enough, he'll befriend them, or he'll try to way to have a relationship with them. You know what I'm saying? And make me look like I'm a fucking psycho. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, because it's nice, like everybody that was my friends, they go to Joe somehow. So it must be Cuban the wrong one. So that's the image that I know people be seeing. That I don't think niggas be really looking at that type of shit. And there's other things too, but at the end of the day, I just be like, damn, I can't control nobody, and I don't expect nobody to have that type of love for me to understand my side and be like, fuck this nigga, and believe me, because at the end of the day, the truth gonna come out, and they're gonna have to stand on whatever side they need to stand on, and it's also neutral shit. Niggas want to be neutral because it's just too deep. They don't want to get caught up in it, and I understand that also. So regardless of what it is, as long as you don't disrespect me and start going on that side and disrespecting me, like I'm certain type of nigga, like then we cool. We still could be cool, but I got no problem. Niggas, they man their situation, they you might like my enemy also on that level where he cool, man. Not my beef, fuck that. I have nothing to say
Here
about it.
goes no
I have nothing to say
cut.
about it, and he's still my man, and we had a good history, and the report is still good. I'm still big enough to show you that love and chill around you still. You know what I'm saying? Now, can we could be close? I would definitely talk to you on the side and be like, yo, my nigga, what's going on? And let you explain me a story. But you know what I'm saying? I can respect it. Just like Hocus did that. My song did the same thing. And I spoke to my song too. I never got to spoke to Hope though. Hope we didn't never speak too much deep inside that. But that was what I would ask you. I was like, what I'm saying? So how that went by, how that transpired. And I know how too. I know the peoples I was attached to that. And but I just don't want what I'm saying, to be like, damn, this nigga Joe been right about Cuban, and shit like that. Then we have a misunderstanding. We have to straighten that out. You know what I'm saying? Because I gotta let you know exactly what the fuck is going on. But if you don't see it, like what I'm saying, it is what it is, and what will be will be. But that's how I feel about the situation. Though. But Hoagie's still my nigga. Don't fucking take it like nothing else.
Yeah, that's fact. You already know, bro. We brothers for life. Um, you already know, bro. We got, without saying names, mutual niggas around Joe, street niggas that I respect.
Yep.
That we fuck with each other, and it's like, all right, cool. Like, you know what I mean? There ain't really no issue no more. I came, I did my time, came home, wasn't thinking about beefing no more. So,
No doubt, no doubt.
yeah. So me and Joe spoke, made amends, and that shit.
And
We ain't got no issues.
you've been through it enough. You know what I'm saying? And I know that's a life open, the eyes opening situation what you've been through. Life or death type shit, and freedom and captivity type situation. And you've been through it, my brother. You know what I'm saying? You lived that life. So I understood the point of view you was looking at it from. It's no need. It's no need if it's not personal or real beef like that to be on it like that. I understand. And you know what I'm saying? It's deeper than that. And it's other people that you knew before me that you take their word over mine. And I understand that too. You know what I'm saying? But I got to be real to myself, and not because I'm stubborn, I'm hard headed, or I'm unforgivable. Like I can't forgive niggas. It's not that. It's not that at all. You know what I'm saying? It's just, um, when you got an enemy, you got an enemy. You know what I'm saying? Now I don't know the exact hateful uh, type of feelings that he got, that he has to continue doing this forever like that. Maybe because friend, when you like real good friends with somebody and you break up, that hurts more. So maybe the pain leads you to believe that you have to, like keep on putting a nigga down because whatever, the hate becomes a little, the love turns to hate, and it's that type of hate that you have with you. I never had that type of shit, but I'm only reacting. I'm playing on the defense. Maybe y'all don't see that. Y'all see me as the aggressor, but it's definitely not that. It's definitely me really defending myself and me speaking up and me going through it, behind the scenes where y'all don't see it. And I act like I'm, like it's not happening because you gotta be. I'm a stand up nigga, regardless. I'm a stand up nigga. You know what I'm saying? And I gotta voice my truth. So if my truth is getting in between the business of other people, then that's not my fault, man. It's not my fault that your bag stops because I'm telling my truth. You know what I'm saying? I never went out and got niggas and recruited niggas to hate niggas. Niggas do that because they see the situation and they side with a nigga. But I never personally went to somebody and be like, yo, let's do this hate campaign on Joe so we could do this. Never. That's the difference. My shit be personal, and it's like that between me and him. And because what he's done to me behind the scenes that I don't respect, what he's been spreading rumors and shit about me inside the industry that I don't respect, what he's done to my brother in the business side that I don't respect. So it's a lot of things that I hold personal. You know what I'm saying? And it plays out in a business sense, and it does. I can't fake it, and I never did. But that's just me. That's the Cuban link journey. You know what I'm saying? We all got different journeys.
Yo, Cuban, I wanted to commend you for coming in here. First of all, this shot 120,
What's up, baby?
you already know what's up. Um, I respect, I respect everything you said. I'm quite sure everybody in here has had somebody close to them that didn't appear to be the motherfucker they should have been. Not on a greater plane like yours was with the money involved and so much fuckery going on. You heard?
Yeah.
For all y'all that's young artists in here that's trying to come up, and all y'all that's artists, definitely peep what he telling y'all, man, because this is a wicked world out this bitch, man. Like, ain't nobody gonna look out for number one but number one. Like, we all go through the situations with individuals in our life where we put a motherfucker close to us and we say this is my brother or my sister. And we all been through that shit. Nobody can't tell me they ain't been through that. Like, I appreciate you coming in here, bro. You dropped the gem today. Like, I spoke to Joe too, bro. Like, and I got a great understanding of what it is. Like, and I just appreciate you coming in here, bro. You really
You're
kind of
welcome.
open the third eye a little bit something today. Yo, Hope, what's up, man?
Here, dog, no cut.
Yes, sir. That's about it, man. Like I said, I tripped on this motherfucking channel, right? And I always looked at the Death of a Cloud Chaser, and I listened to y'all, man. I listened to homie, and he always kept it like as close to the middle as he could. So I respected you. And even when Wack was putting the pressure, what I'm saying? Because Wack had that pressure in the beginning where it's like, yo, you got to choose his side or be on his fucking side, if, to show that love. Or if not, they
Wack
boo you out.
had no pressure. Stop it, Cuban.
What's up?
That nigga ain't had no pressure going on over here, man.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Even though he had the pressure on other people, like Devil Cloud Chaser, the nigga stood on his 10 toes and he kept it neutral. You know what I'm saying? He kept it where you heard both sides of the story. You know what I'm saying? But I seen the pressure he been through. Though. I seen Wack would get at him. You know what I'm saying? He kept it 100.